Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 41 of the Frisky Whiskey.
Episode 41. This is going to be so much fun tonight.
So y'all might recognize the box sitting in front of us if you're watching us on the YouTubes.
Hopefully you went to Costco and got one.
Yeah, hopefully you were able to find it.
But we are bringing it back.
So what are we bringing back?
Bringing back the Tour Scotland Part 2.
Part 2.
So we kind of got a little goofy. We kind of used a number combination. I used AI, actually.
Yeah,
and I used 10,000 different number combinations to come up with these three.
Typed into Google.
Yes. Like the NFL, like they have simulations, AI, I use the same thing.
Everything here equals to the number 23.
Absolutely. So, but we have some really good ones tonight.
We do.
And we're going to do them in the order. So we have the bottle number 4.
Well, we're assuming they're good ones.
We think they're good ones. Yeah, we don't really know.
I mean, the first 3 were really good.
I mean, we like what we read about them. We did research real quick before the show. But I think we have a 15-year-old, a 4-year-old, and then a 12-year-old.
Yep.
But we're going in the order of the bottles of the numbers that we picked. Which we picked number 4, number 11, and number 23.
Yep. And so the last time we did this was a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we did 1, 2, 3.
We did 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, we were excited. It was it was new.
It was new.
I was like, today let's just mix it up. I don't want to go down the list. I want to be different.
I'm all about it.
And if you can't tell by the background here, we're getting ready for our Christmas. Yeah. I know T.I. is all about Christmas, and I love so Christmas. Much. You go out, you play Santa Claus, don't you?
Yeah, all the time.
All the time, yeah. No, you really don't like Christmas, do you?
I don't.
You're like Scrooge McWhiskey.
I'll play that character.
I'll play right. So, but I'm into Christmas. But that tree behind T.I.
This guy right here.
Right here. Now, unfortunately, this tree actually has been around since 1950s, mid-1950s. Yeah. I actually found out from my father-in-law that his mom bought it like around 1958 or something like that. Dang. So, and it actually had a base that you put that thing in, it would spin.
That's pretty cool.
And I'm actually going to stand up for a second. I'm going to plug this thing in. All right. Because it has like this old tech, but it's really fire hazard.
Yeah, I don't know how long it'll stay on, though.
Yeah, or the plastic will melt and start a major fire, and we'll have our first kind of fire show. Yeah. So hold on one second.
The tree light's on fire. The lights are on fire. I'm on fire because I'm sitting right here. I'm curious. Last time it popped out. Oh, there we go. Got to give it a little... Kind of like an old motor, right? You gotta give it a little. It was working earlier. Oh, there we go. You just had to kick it around in the gears a little bit. All right, so nope. It's going. It doesn't know what it wants to do. Nope, there we go. Now we're
so I'm back. So it did keep changing directions. So this thing, and actually there's a second light for it, but it broke. It would be on a base that spun, and it had these 2 lights pointed at it. And the lights would change colors, and all people would do is they never had to put lights on these trees. They would just put ornaments on the trees. Oh. And this was and I looked this thing up. I found it on eBay, and I found some stories about it. This was, wow, I was far away there. Yeah. I'm sorry about that. No, this was the tree to own, in the mid-50s, early 60s. You had this tree. This was the Shiznik tree.
I mean, I'm feeling festive already.
Right? Now, the crazy thing is, I was testing it earlier today, and when I'm looking at it, and the green one was starting to bubble down, melting.
I see that.
And it's I can't figure out why they had to use a heat lamp on this.
I don't know. It stopped, though.
Did it stop?
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe I'll unplug it.
Unplug it. It's not.
I think the effect has been shown.
Yeah, it's not safe. It's just not safe. What? I like you said, T.I., I'm going to look for an LED light to throw in there, a bright one.
Yeah, you just got to get an LED
But I would love to see this thing work with the tree spinning and the 2 lights hitting it with the colors. Yeah. That would be kind of cool. But as the tree goes, for something back in the 1950s, that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. We got Jack Skellington hanging out in there. Yeah. And we got some really nice ornaments I threw up there, man. Those classics. Those are rare.
Yeah,
rare.
If we make it big, they'll be rare.
They'll be rare.
We'll even sign them and send them out.
I get into Christmas a little more than T.I. I got a kid, so I do like Christmas. Yeah. I like parts of Christmas, not all of Christmas anymore.
My favorite part about Christmas is not having to work on Christmas.
Right. I like that too. I like the food. Yeah. The gatherings the right way.
You do usually throw a good party. I'm sad that you're not this year.
Yeah, this year I'm going to the Cowboys-Dolphins game in Miami.
It'll be a good time, though.
It'll be a good time. Oh, I'm going to have a good blast. Yeah. I'm going with veterans tailgaters, so it's gonna be awesome. Like and what they like to do is that they like to make the food from the visitors' stadium.
Oh, that's cool.
Either the food from the stadium or whatever. There's like their main tailgate food.
All right, so so it's the Cowboys. So what's their main?
So very Tex-Mex.
Okay.
So we're thinking about doing like burritos or.
Just do like enchiladas or
we
something.
do enchiladas.
Because those are easy to put in a tray and then throw on a grill for heat.
Yeah, we're kind of figuring out because they had a couple of things there we might try to recreate.
Okay.
As well, based off the menu at the stadium.
Okay.
We're not sure yet. I still may do beef ribs and then finish them off there.
That'd be pretty cool.
You know, maybe I'll do them with a little Mexican seasoning somehow. I don't know if that makes any sense. But
yeah.
It's going to be a good time, but every year I usually host a Christmas Eve dinner party thing. Yeah. A lot of good food.
A lot of good food.
A lot of good food.
A lot of good people.
A lot of good people and drinks, and everyone's just hanging out. And usually football's on the last couple of years because it's been falling on weekends, and we've been watching football and just eating good food. So, but I think we get into our show. You know?
I say we crack into this 15-year-old from, what is this? This is the Port Dundas Distillery.
Yes.
So this one, I'm not sure if you want to read on what we have a little bit, but I did see it online for around $150.
Yeah, I saw that. Yes, that's
or sorry, 190.
190.
Yeah,
and that's the 12-year-old, right?
This is the
15-year-old.
Yeah, this is number 4. Here we go. I mean, it smells nice.
So the nose should be buttery and sweet with vanilla, brown sugar, and a zesty kick of citrus.
Let me see how true that is.
Okay, let me get my pour going.
You know, honestly, when I smelled it out of the bottle, I kind of got like a pine needle smell.
Do you have that thing up on your phone still, by the way?
What thing?
When you looked up the distillery?
The pricing?
Yeah. But you looked up by distillery name, right?
Yeah.
Did a link come up for the distillery?
No.
Oh. That pine. I know you're talking about that pine. But it's that citrus kind of. There's a citrus there. There's. Yeah, I don't know about buttery right now. Maybe let this breathe for a second.
There is definitely like an earthiness to it, which I like.
Help us breathe for a second.
But it's not like super ethanol. Like there's not that strong. And it's definitely not like smoky or anything.
Do what I just did. Like give it a good swirl.
That's what I've been doing.
Have you? I was paying attention.
No.
I don't look at you when I do these things.
I know.
I try to look at you at all if I have to.
Same.
Yeah, you know how it is.
I never try to look at me. Do everything with my eyes closed.
Right. Shave my eyes closed. But I stand in front of a mirror when I do
this one's going to be a 92 proof.
Okay.
15-year. It's interesting. It's an interesting. So it does have like in the bottle when I first cracked it, I took a little smell. It had like that piney kind of scent to it. I mean, now it's mellowed out.
It's mellowed out. The buttery's somewhere in there. It is.
I smell like earthy.
But there's something sweet buttery. I'm not getting the vanilla, but in my opinion, I'm getting some buttery. But it's mixed in there somewhere.
I'm gonna take a sip.
Yeah, I think we go in. So wait. The palate should be maple syrup on pancakes. Oh, that's awesome. Cereal and milk and gingerbread, and then a finish of more ginger, more citrus, and more vanilla. So is it like having something for Christmas? Because that sounds like a Christmas treat.
This was really freaking good. All right, so right off the bat, you don't get the ethanol, that alcohol content on the nose, but as soon as you take a sip, it's very much like a heat. And then when it kind of like mellows out, it is maple syrup on pancakes. But that's all I get though.
Wow, that's really good.
That's all I get. And the finish is pretty short.
Yeah, it's short. It goes away. Something sits on your tongue there too. That's got to be the.
But that's nice. That's pleasant.
Yeah, wow.
I'm not getting. I mean, maybe that's the ginger. I know, like if you've ever eaten raw ginger, it can be a little spicy.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what they're referring to, as far as the ginger goes.
That's tasty. That is a good holiday scotch.
Yeah.
That's really good. Number 4. And this is the single grain scotch.
Yeah, it's not a single malt, it's single grain.
So looking at the book and where was it? It's the first page.
In the Scotch Bible.
Yes. Yes, the first book of bourbon. Let us pray. Oh boy. So there is the number 24 is a 21-year-old scotch.
Yep.
The last one. And there's 5 single grain whiskeys, and this is one of them.
Okay.
And then there's 4 blends, and then the rest are single malts.
Okay. Yeah, number 23 is a blend.
Okay.
So we're getting one of the blends, and we're getting one of the single grains.
Yes. So to me, like the single grain, like I was talking about, it's like probably their version of the weeded.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. Whatever.
I would imagine so. Yeah.
You know, maybe they beat the shit out of the weed, and then they
Weed. It's definitely not corn. I can tell you that right now. It is not a corn. It's not the grain. They don't specify what the grain is.
It's not corn. Wow, that big swig was so good because I got that gingerbread now. Like, oh man, that is amazing. I can't wait to try this on ice, or it's going to ruin it completely.
I think it'll actually enhance it a little bit.
I think we got to start having a dropper here just in case.
I think you need to just do 1 cube.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing in this one.
Just don't do crazy with it.
Yeah,
because it is a delicate flavor. So once you get past that initial heat, it's like it's sweet and it's really mellow. Yeah. So it's like I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm convinced that it'll enhance it at first with a little bit of water, but I'm not sure an entire cube's going to do it justice. I think it might end up killing that sweetness, and it'll just kind of taste like whiskey.
And when I get up and get the dropper, we should have a dropper.
That's fine.
Yeah,
we move forward.
We move forward. Yes, we do.
There's no stopping. There's no stopping this train or that truck.
So I know, right? So, you know, as a holiday spirit's going on, so tomorrow my wife is dedicating her time through her school to have to do this kind of through her programs. She's going to be ringing the bell for Salvation Army. Yeah. Normally my daughter goes and does it with her, but somehow she got off, and she's going with her new baby cousin, Kyle, having breakfast with Santa, the big guy, at the Elks Lodge. This is the real Santa.
The real one.
This is the real one.
Yeah.
Not the guy at the mall. We saw him, too.
That's bad Santa, yeah.
He just, you know,
he's weird.
He smells like cabbage.
Cabbage and bad decisions.
You know, exactly. You know, so, but she's going to do that, and then that afternoon we're going to Jupiter, and we're going to the Malt's Theater, which is like their amphitheater. Not amphitheater, they're made like, you know, like it used to be like the Burt Reynolds dinner theater, whatever it was. So we're going to see A Christmas Carol.
Oh, nice.
And then after that, we come home for a little break, and then we're going to a party, a Christmas party. Well, it's more like a housewarming / Christmas party.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that too. So it's kind of a busy
Christmas. That is a busy Saturday.
Christmas day, and I'm gonna meet you in the morning, hit some golf balls, get you straightened out. Probably not.
That's what the lessons are for.
Yeah. I mean, but we hit some golf balls, and we'll go from there. Yeah. I got some work to do around my house tomorrow too. I got a new shed. I got things I got going on right now.
I'm cleaning out the garage.
Yeah, I got to do that too. That furniture.
Oh yeah.
I convinced her, man. We're donating it.
Nice.
Crazy thing is, veterans wouldn't take it. It was too big.
Yeah.
Breast Cancer Society wouldn't take it. It was too big.
Okay.
I tried this other Vietnam one, and they wouldn't take it. It was too big. It's like, man, I can't give this thing away. Habitat for Humanity's taking it.
Oh, nice.
I don't care who's taking it at this point. I was
just donate it.
Yeah, they'll take anything that's not 6 feet high. So this is like 6 feet 3 inches long. So like it's not high.
Unless you stand it on one side. It's
right. If you're going to stand it up when you put it in a truck, it's going to be more than 6 feet. Yeah. You have a problem. But I can't wait for that thing to get out. Because that gets out, I clean out my garage, car and golf cart goes in the garage.
That'd be sweet.
I'm taking back my garage.
Do it.
Taking back my garage. And I'm probably going to move into my shed. I'm thinking about a whole system in there now.
Yeah. You know? I say so. I mean, why not we just throw some electrical in there and, you know, put up some soundproofing. Next thing you know, the shed studio.
The shed studio. And, you know, but it's going to be a nice holiday. You know, then the following week we got the Christmas party we're going to, the big one.
Yep.
This one's actually really cool. I've been to it a couple times. This guy throws down.
I'm looking forward to it.
Big party, lots of food, lots of good food. And they have a band.
Yeah, it's going to be
it's going to be, hopefully it's cold too. It's always nice when it's cold.
I actually have gear for it, so.
Yeah, me too. That's why I'm like, I want it to be cold. I want it to be cold when I go to the game.
Yeah.
I want to have my little.
I mean, it's been cold. I mean, the temperatures here in South Florida have been dipping.
Yeah, but it's coming back up again.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know, but I will have like a nice little flask at the game outside during the tailgating. Sipping my Evan Williams and Bond.
You need to go to one of the fields when it's like a blizzard going on while you're watching the game. That's how you watch a football game, right there.
No, I wouldn't enjoy that.
Yeah,
so I went to a game in New York, and the Giants played the Cowboys. Maybe 1985-ish, 86-ish. And I was the coldest day of my life, kind of. I would never do that again. Like football, I like football at home. I'm a football homie. I like my couch. I like having my red zone, the game, whatever game I want to watch on my TV, and I even sometimes still want a second game on my laptop. And then watching my fantasy football teams and having all kinds of stress, and then dropping into DraftKings. That mix that into a whole fiasco that I call my Sundays. And I'm happy doing it. And speaking of fantasy football, we'll pour while I talk about this. We are in the final week of our fantasy football league.
We are.
TI is in second place, fighting for first place, playing the first place team. Now, since first and second get a bye week, it's really more for bragging rights at this point to get that position.
But I think I kind of already have bragging rights since I had the second worst draft pick.
Technically, yeah.
At the beginning of the season.
Well, you know what? We'll see how long you last in the playoffs, because maybe that's where you get the D.
Maybe
your team's all flash, shuck and duck, and then you get in the real thing. You can't do it.
We'll see. It's possible. It's happened to me every other year that I've made it in there.
And then, honestly, there are 9 teams that are eligible to make the playoffs.
It's kind of crazy.
I've never seen that. And
out of a 12-man league, 9 of them are in the running.
In the running for the final week. Yeah. And I've never seen that before. And it's funny. There's one team that's just, they were just out by a game or two, and there's 2 teams that are just horrible.
Yeah.
Which I've never seen that either. Like, I've never seen 2 teams have that same record in any league I've ever been in at the same time.
And one of them actually was like a pretty high ranked on the draft picks. Yeah.
That tells you what that AI doesn't know.
Yeah.
Although, you know what? It could be one of those things that it did say my record was going to be. I think it was supposed to be just one game above 500, but I was supposed to have the overall thing in the end. So
maybe
we'll see.
May the best man win.
You got some good food for us tonight too, Ti.
I did.
That was actually great pairings. I'm going to be curious. We'll talk about that a little bit. What you actually got? Because I want to try these other ones. I'm already saying that's going to be great. That would be great with that pork chop.
Oh yeah, yeah. So we have local.
I tasted it first. I didn't smell it.
We have that local Irish place, Patty Mac's.
Yeah, Patty Mac's, awesome place.
Love that place.
What kind of beers do you have tonight?
Smittix,
yeah.
But I figured, we don't really. I don't know if there's such thing as a Scotch restaurant, but Irish is about as close as you can get, in my opinion. Vegetables and and stuff like that.
I don't think there's a Scottish restaurant somewhere. There's got to be one Scottish restaurant.
Got to be one. I mean, if anyone knows of it, just let us know, because I'd love to check it out.
Be one,
But yeah, so I went there and fish and chips, classic.
Yeah.
And then I picked up a pork chop special, which had cabbage, pork chop, and mashed potatoes. Yeah. And the
pork chop was amazing.
Cooked perfectly.
Yeah, pork chop was amazing.
A perfect like medium.
Yeah, had a nice little juice to it. Just a hair pink, which I like that.
Yeah.
Not the kind that's going to make me sick, but the kind of. The smell mellowed out completely. That's what I was worried about.
Well, see, to me, it didn't, because I never got any of the ethanol stuff.
Now, that flavor on the ice. Oh, I like that. It's like more of the cookie came out. Like more of the gingerbread cookie, more of the cookie came out of it. What was the other thing in there? The citrus, more of the citrus came back at the end. The milk and cereal part, I don't know about. Oh wait, no, the milk and cereal part. I don't know about that.
So I mean, to me, the maple syrup on pancake that I got originally that I really enjoyed
is gone.
It's not there.
It's not there. That's why the cookie came out. That's what I'm saying.
I will I think it's just straight ginger, because there's that kind of spiciness to it, but it's like a sweeter one now. It's a little sweeter spiciness. It's not so defined as that maple syrup on pancakes.
Right.
It's just kind of like ginger. So it's kind of like a heat and then sweet.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I prefer it neat, though.
100%. I would never put this. Maybe I'll try a drop of water, and maybe it does something that because this ice is a more intense blast of water hitting it, right? And then a drop of a 4 milliliter drop or whatever it is,
0.4 mils.
But it's not bad. It's not. I like this. I would, because I liked it so much neat.
Yeah.
I would treat myself to this once in a great while. Maybe once every couple of years. This is going to be in my back burner. My want to get at some point in time book.
Yeah.
Because I liked it so much neat.
This is a really pleasant one. If you can find the scotch, go for it.
You can order. I'm sure you can get it online.
Yeah, that's where I found it.
Yeah, they had a 12-year-old that I saw. Really, Caskers had it for $89. Yeah. That might be pretty good to try too. I mean, because I like the first product I'm trying from these guys. This is why this box is awesome. We haven't heard any of the first 6 that we tried so far, right?
Well, we've only tried 4.
6.
4.
No. The first time we did the episode, we did 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but
we haven't tried them. Oh, you were doing future. Well, you can't do future. We're talking about 4. We haven't even talked about the other 2. Yeah.
It's okay. We don't know who they are either, though.
Oh, we don't know who 23 is.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Are you all right?
I'm not okay. I haven't been okay for a long time. Not been okay.
You just confused me. I was like, well, it doesn't make sense to future talk this. We haven't even talked about him yet.
I like this, man.
You know what? I'm just going to cut that whole section out, put it right at the end of the episode, and everyone's going to be like,
What
just
happened here?
Like, there's nothing there. That's just all inconsistent.
It's all
T.I.'s gone mad. I do like it.
Yeah.
So for me, I really liked it neat. I really liked the surprise of like the heat fading into, it literally tasted like maple syrup and pancakes.
It did. No, that neat is amazing.
I didn't get any of the other flavors. It was literally that, and then it just kind of died off. But it was pleasant.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like, it is ginger. It's ginger. That's what it is. It's ginger.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going a little slower.
No,
You got
okay.
me. You broke my brain.
Well, you know what happened was...
You broke my brain.
Yeah, that... well, I mean, that's hard to do. I had poured a little bit more on the neat side and less on the... so I really
I kind of went half and half.
I didn't do a good job on my first pour.
Is that why you were looking at my glass when I poured?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, man. I got like 2 sips here.
You did it wrong, kid. No, this is cool. I like that. I really freaking like this box, man.
Oh, the box is the best thing I ever found in Costco.
Seriously.
I was there today. That place, I had to go there twice this week. That place has been slammed.
It's annoying.
It's annoying because usually, I told you, my days to go is like usually Tuesday or Thursdays in the morning, 10 o'clock. It is a parking lot's already full at that point. I'm like, what's going on?
It's all the snowbirds.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I got mine.
I'm drinking.
You're drinking it. I just realized that. So what do you think about that water last week that we used?
Oh, that was actually pretty cool. The limestone.
I mean, I think we should get some for the show.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I would like to try some on its own to see if there is any difference.
I would love to do a water taste test.
Well, I'd just be interested, like, put it up against this.
Right, and put it, and I would throw in, like, a wild card in there.
And then, like, let one of these ice cubes melt, and then, like, try the limestone, and then see if there's an actual difference, because, water can impact the flavor of the whiskey, too.
Oh, absolutely. It impacts the flavor of pizza and bagels in Florida.
Yeah.
It totally does.
Yeah. So it's like, you have to take that into consideration, because last week we had, that Maker's Mark episode was freaking awesome. Shout out again to Steve for sharing that with us. I've already been on the hunt for those.
Have you? I have
absolutely zero luck.
I'm hunting right now. I'm trying to be off hunting for the rest of the year if I could possibly do that.
I still wanted to.
Sometimes things just come to us still,
Good things come to those who wait, or something like that.
Yeah. All right, so now we're moving into the, what was it? How do you say it? Cola? Cola?
Let me see. This is 11, right?
Yeah, Cola.
I think it's like Caol Ila.
Caol Ila?
Yeah.
Really? Caol Ila?
Caol Ila Distillery.
That's what you're getting out of that? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. If anyone else wants to tell us how it's
please,
pronounced,
help us.
Caol space IILA. I think I'm saying it right.
Probably.
I don't know.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
I know.
Yeah.
Per the usual. I'm just trying to live my life. Saying words.
All right. Number 2. Make sure I don't go overboard this time with the 4.
Yeah.
So our nose should be woody.
I got some on my
distinctly hand. Salty and lots of smoke.
It is smoky. I got a little bit on my hand and I smelt it.
Oof.
This is a campfire.
And there's salt there. No, there's salt there too. That salt's underneath that smoke.
That's interesting.
Wow, that's like a salt stick.
Yeah. It's kind of like you're doing campfire on the ocean.
Woody, this is...
Right, campfire on the beach.
Okay.
And ocean.
Am I reading that correctly?
I don't know what you're looking at. I don't know.
Maritime notes of iodine.
Yep.
Seaweed and tar with smoke swirling on the palate. These notes fade into floral layers along toasted seeds and malt. Okay.
Smoky peat, a hint of menthol, a slight maltiness. So
Maritime notes of iodine. I don't even know what that is.
this is so. Here's the thing, Mike Dean.
What is this like?
I'm not sure if you're aware, but we aren't super professionals at drinking whiskey. Like,
I don't care how professional you are. Maritime.
no, that's where
Notes of iodine.
That's where this. That's just salt. That's salt. They're saying sea salt, but they're saying it weird. I know they're saying it's sea salt, but they're saying it weird.
Educate somebody. I'll punch somebody in the mouth for saying something like that.
Yeah, well, welcome to the world that we live in. Okay, that's just how it works.
Okay, look, no.
That's exactly what I would say if I was sitting in their distillery right now.
Look.
I'd be like, this right here has Maritime.
Something.
It's very tarry. I love this one.
Right? Oh my god, that's so funny.
Reminds me of being on the ocean. All right, let's get into this.
Yeah.
We get the salt, we get the smoke. Now, I want to preface that smoke is neither of ours preference. Mm-hmm. So take our notes on this, maybe with a grain of sand or iodine, whichever you prefer.
What the WTF? Swirl it for a good second, then swallow it, and I want to see what happens to you. I should be sent back. We'll see what happens to you. Yeah. This is that tar.
Well, it's
seaweed.
weird. It's like the flavor disappears and then comes back a different flavor. It's like my mouth doesn't know what it's doing. It's like I've never tasted this before.
I gotta rinse my mouth out one more time. The floral
that is
thing,
crazy.
That is.
All right, so it's not bad.
It's not bad. I don't know if
as
I like
far as
it,
smoky goes, I've had way worse. Again, we're not fans of smoky smoke.
But I don't like that. I don't like that weird flavor of that tar and seaweed whatever that I'm getting. I'm trying to remember being a kid going to the beach, you had that stuff in your foot, you just go wash off.
The Maritime notes of iodine.
Oh, that too, man. You know, I think I'm getting.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't dislike it.
You know, maybe some Neosporin at the end.
It's like Band-Aids.
Band-Aids, you know, like if you open a box.
Actually, you're not wrong.
When you open a box, you get that smell from the Band-Aids.
Yeah, I think that's actually what it is.
That's
literally what it is.
There's something, but it's medical.
Yeah, it's medicinal.
It's medicinal.
In nature.
I've never.
That's weird.
I honestly, I'm not a fan. I honestly really don't like this. I'm hoping the ice just nulls it out, so the second half of this is not bad for me.
So now, for what we could find on this one, right? We didn't find exactly the 4-year.
There's a lot of other
but
ones.
I found a lot that weren't marked with age that came out in the last couple years. And so I'm assuming those might be closer in price range to this 4-year because the 8s were around 95, 96.
Yeah.
And so the ones that I was finding were anywhere between 45 and 55. And so I'm assuming those are the 4-year ones.
So that might's got to be, yeah, that sounds right. This is definitely not, I wouldn't spend more than.
You wouldn't spend any money on this. You don't like it.
You know, I mean, look, if you're a smoky drinker, try it. That flavor, forget the smoke part right now. That I'm not a big fan of whatever this flavor is that's in there. That's the seaweed, tar, iodine, salt.
Well, you know what makes these drinks better?
I feel like I'm in a
ice.
Ice, yeah.
Ice makes it better. I'm joking.
No, I'm hoping ice mellows it out, and then won't make the second half of this so bad.
All right, so this one was just a single malt. It's just so... Oh, I forgot to mention, this is also a 92 proof.
Okay.
6%.
Okay.
But yeah, this is just... There is that Band-Aid box.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And it's seriously, when you let the flavors mellow and the smokiness is kind of going away, there is a little salty thing to it. When that goes away, when that initial tar flavor kind of fades away, your tongue is kind of left dry.
I gotta remember.
And it tastes like when you open up a Band-Aid box and you smell that. That's what it smells
I have
like.
to remember to bring a pen. I want to start at least making a mark that I know which one I want to seek out for my my
Well, you can do the rating.
Yeah.
I have a Raider.
Yeah.
I'd give this one 1/2 star.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to give it 0 stars because it's unique and it's interesting.
It's definitely unique.
And we are also not fans of Smoky.
We're not peaty people, so
that's why I don't drink Pete's coffee. Just saying. It's got Pete in the name.
Well, you got issues, man. I didn't know it was that deep, man. We'll talk about it.
I don't even have friends named Pete.
Yeah, right. Yeah, avoid them all together, man. Pete this, no way, man.
Get out of here. No, sir, no how. Okay, so from the nose, like the smokiness kind of died out.
Salty. It's very salty.
But now it's saltiness came in.
It's like being at the ocean. It's salty.
But less bad.
Less bad.
Less fish. More salt.
Like I said, it melted out. It becomes, to me, this becomes more drinkable for me.
Yeah, but that tar comes right forward.
Yeah.
So the tar was being hidden by the smoke and the salty. And now it literally just starts with tar and then tastes like the Band-Aid box.
Maybe probably can't find a bottle online.
No one liked it.
Maybe something they just make for this, like they do only like this thing for boxes like this and collections like that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know about this one.
I'm not a huge fan of this. I don't give them a go. Maybe the thing is they have other ages, so like they had up to like what 25, 33 years. I think I saw a 33-year one. Yeah, they were crazy. So obviously they have good quality products. It's just this particular one, this 4-year single malt, just isn't hitting it.
Yeah,
this one just is like it's a weird one.
Yeah,
and it's a little bit too weird.
I agree.
Not as bad as the Devil's Butthole.
That's still my bar.
Yeah.
Of like, if I have something bad, I kind of start comparing it to that immediately.
Yeah.
You know.
And this is way better than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But it's different.
100%.
It's different.
100% different.
I want to.
Oh, so you know, I told you earlier, my daughter played in her basketball, school basketballs. So she had playoffs on Monday, won the playoff game, went to the finals. Now, I've never seen my daughter like warrior tested yet.
Yeah.
And I have a whole new respect for her.
Oh, yeah?
I really do. As much as she hates me right now and treats me like I'm the worst person on the planet and mean and nasty to me, I have a really mean child in the house right now.
She is mean to you.
But the first game she got beat up pretty good. Like they were like rough on her. Like it was kind of interesting. For the 3 years she's been doing basketball at the school, I've never seen a game like this. She had a shiner the next day, hit in the face, knocked down. Her knee was like swelled up. You know. Then game 2, which is the finals, which was the school. They were a little bit older, bigger kids, because like it's like kind of 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders.
Okay.
And we have basically 6th graders right now, 1 7th grader. And we played a team that was probably like all 8th graders.
Okay.
Like big girls, big girls. And like they were brutal on her. Like they were attacking her. At one point, man, she's got the ball. She's trying to get the ball from this girl, and this girl pops her head down, headbutts her, knocks her down. You know, I'm looking at her. I got up looking at her. I didn't get in the court or anything like that, but yeah, a big old fat lip.
What the heck?
Got a big old fat lip. But you know what? From that Monday's game, she never stopped playing the entire game, and the same thing the next day. Even with that fat lip, she played the entire game, didn't cry about it, got up there and fought. Occasionally got frustrated, you know.
Yeah,
but overall, I was very impressed. I was very, very impressed with her heart. I was like, you showed you had heart. I never saw that before. I never saw the warrior side of you yet.
She hadn't been tested.
Yeah, that was the first time she's been tested. I was impressed.
That's good.
I was impressed.
That means she's going to make a good captain.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I was impressed. But and all those girls kind of played good. They played their hardest. Just like basically with my daughter and 2 of the girls, like the 2 best players on the team, and the rest. You remember that movie, A League of Their Own?
Yeah.
Tom Hanks. He goes, we got girls. So that's what we got. We got girls. We got 3 girls who are athletic, and we got girls after that because they were girls. They played like girls. But no, honestly, they also played hard too. But my daughter and 2 of the girls were like kind of the nucleus of the team that kind of kept it together. And they all played hard. I was just proud of them. They all left it on the court, which that's all you can do.
Yeah. And, you try your best, and then, you know, sometimes it doesn't shake out in your favor.
It was stressful.
It's a good life lesson.
Let me tell you, those 2 games were stressful, though. I am way too emotionally attached to those 2 games. I did not. I was exhausted after game 2.
So you're just screaming.
Just being part of it and like just feeling the emotions and just getting into it because it's playoffs and it's just, it's your daughter out there. My daughter, not your daughter, my daughter. I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are either. Just it's okay. Just struggle through it.
I have to.
It's fine.
I have to.
Everything's fine.
I have to. Everything's gonna be okay.
Everything's fine. We have a nice 12-year coming up. Blended.
I didn't show you my ornament. I almost want to go get it.
You did not.
I almost want to go get it and share it with the people, but I'm not going to get up.
We'll throw it for the picture. We'll throw it for the picture.
I will have to do we have to do a little video with it. You'll understand why.
Okay.
It is awesome. I'm not going to tell anybody what it is just yet.
Okay,
but it is awesome.
All right.
It's awesome. I love that thing. It's my new. It's my favorite thing right now in the universe.
It's very simple. Yes. Mike D is very simple, man.
It's so awesome. It's so awesome.
Bad whiskey and cool ornaments. That's
never bad whiskey.
That's what gets them going.
This is not great. No, never bad whiskey.
Well, hopefully this next one isn't like this because it's a blended single malt, but it's also from the same island, Islay.
Okay, much different. Completely, obviously, completely different.
No maritime notes of iodine.
No,
aka salt.
No.
Okay, that's good.
Morphine.
Sweet.
And some morphine and fentanyl mixed with
black tar heroin.
Black tar heroin.
Gotcha.
Top of some pink Peruvian cocaine.
Who's making up these things?
So we're gonna have to make a Christmas special. Maybe post a special video. Maybe we'll look for.
I already have things planned on that on my end. Right, well, I know we were kind of talking back and forth.
Yeah. Look for our Christmas special on RedTube. We'll be out there soon.
We're not involved together. That's just terrible.
What?
No.
What? It's a great place to share videos. It's awesome.
My God.
You have no vision. You're a man.
I don't want that vision. That is a vision I'm good without.
So, is it on Netflix or is it on HBO Max? I watched something really interesting. Definitely, I just want to talk about this. It was called Love Has Won, Mother God.
Right? Love Has Won, Mother God.
It's like Love Has Won, colon, and Mother God, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's a 3-part documentary, and it's about this woman who, you learn about her life. She was abused. So at some point, came to this conclusion that she was Mother God.
So she came to the conclusion that she was?
Yes, that she is Mother God, and that she is she's taking in all the people's energies.
Okay.
And taking it all in for them. Okay. And suffering for them. To make the world better and have love out there. And
it's not working.
She started, no, not at all. She started like a mini cult.
Okay.
And you got to watch this video. You got to watch this documentary. It is like, as you're watching it, you're like, you got to be kidding me. Oh, these people are crazy. Oh, what? Oh, what? No, come on. It's like one of those things like, no. What?
You're like messing with me, right?
It's like, really? And like, so they had this like little community, and let me finish this. Like they had podcasts, right? They had daily podcasts.
We're a whiskey cult.
But like, this woman was like drinking like a fish.
Okay.
Total alcoholic.
Okay.
Pot, drugs. It's an interesting story. She was with some guy, I think. I got confused about this part, and then this other guy showed up, and he was like not God, but like the man who's with Mother God.
That's weird.
And they had like, there was like this galactic entity.
I already like where this is going. I love it.
A galactic entity thing that they talked to. So she got really sick, this woman.
Yeah.
She,
from all the drugs and alcohol.
All these people that got involved with her. It's really weird. It wasn't like a cult of like 100 people. And she didn't want people to die. It wasn't one of those cults like, okay, and then today we're going to drink the Kool-Aid, and we're going to find the galactic ship, and we're going to go. It wasn't anything like that, but she was getting sicker, and she was drinking more, and like when they're doing a podcast, right, they're like right above where this woman was staying. She'd be drunk and screaming and getting nasty and cursing, and they're like, oh, that's Mother God taking in all the energies of the world, and you see how it's affecting her. Yeah. I'm not even making that part up. Like, that dead on, like what they said.
I mean, good for her, I guess.
It gets weirder.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, it gets much weirder. Something happened. They went to Hawaii.
Okay.
And
it's a good place for a cult.
And, well, no, apparently not.
Oh, no, it's a great place for a cult.
Oh, no, apparently not.
There's a lot of chill vibes there. So for someone who's taking in all the negative
wait till here's part of the documentary. Well, apparently once they got there and something had happened where people figured out that she was like declaring herself Mother God, they went nuts. The Islanders went nuts. The Hawaiians went absolutely nuts. They were attacking her, and then like something happened where she got away and things were calm for a while. And then she declared herself something, and she used a name that was a Hawaiian goddess.
Huh.
Okay, and she declared herself that. Well, wow, the Islanders did not like that, and they drove her off the island.
Like they just kicked her into the ocean?
Pretty much. I mean, they were protesting, threatening her, to the point where, like, even in the documentary, you see them getting in their car and driving to the airport and gone. Bye, never went back.
Damn.
Yeah, like they kicked them out. Like,
see, they got it right. Why can't we just do that to people?
So then she's getting really sick. She's getting really sick in this thing. She dies.
Okay.
All right.
From all the alcohol and drugs.
But they're saying because she was Mother God in this galactic thing that
she's still around.
Well, yes, and they kept her dead body.
I like it.
They drove around.
Okay.
Took it to places, and they had this thing that would check for one of those devices for our body puts off an electrical current, and they're saying that she's still there with them because the electrical current thing is still clicking, and some days that's heavy on the electricity, and some days it's not. This went on for about, don't quote me, 30 days, maybe longer.
So she's just sitting there rotting, being dragged around the country.
Oh, you see it in the video, in the documentary. You see her they're rubbing her foot.
And it's like coming off.
But it's like, at this point, it's like turning like gray-green, a color I've never seen before.
Right,
You know what I mean? Like, it was bizarre. Eventually, they turned the body over. They were at first arrested, but then they all got let go. Like, they dropped the charges or something. I got a little iffy in that. I got to rewatch that part. I don't understand how can you drive around with a dead body or hang out with a dead body for a month and that's not a crime? That's got to be some kind of necrophilia thing.
No, I think it depends on.
Well, they were using her as worship. I mean, they were literally.
It's a religious.
Yeah,
it's a religious.
Yeah,
thing.
they were. I mean,
that's probably how it worked out.
They never did anything weird other than have her there for prayer and constantly checking her
and rubbing her feet.
And that was really weird.
That's just odd.
It was the whole thing was so odd. And then like they kind of went on with it, and they were trying to the guy, the husband, boyfriend guy was trying to do things, keep it going. They were also making money though. They were generating a lot of money apparently. Like there was this one guy in charge of money, and his job was to generate money, and I guess they were generating some money. Like they were generating some money, and I guess this guy took off with the money or something like that, or spent the money.
I wonder how he was generating money.
They were selling things on their websites, and they were doing stuff like and donations.
Do the website still exist?
I gotta look at the. I'm sure.
I gotta look it up. Hold on.
Type up Mother God.
That's what I'm gonna do right now.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna type it in to Google.
Because like I think they're still trying. I think they still practice her preaching, if that makes any sense.
I gotta see.
Oh, this was bizarre. I mean, it was like when it was like I'm watching. Like this was a very different cult.
Are you talking about Love Has Won, the Cult of Mother God?
Yes, that's what it was called.
Okay.
Yes, Love Has Won, the Cult of Mother God. It's. I mean, honestly, they're harmless people. They really are. This one's a harmless cult. Just weird.
God the Mother World Mission Society. No, that doesn't look like it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it doesn't look like the verbiage doesn't look right.
Okay. I think they're still in existence in some form or fashion.
I gotta see. Do they have a store?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they're selling things or just getting donations or something. I don't know. I know they were going to places and doing speakings and stuff like that. It was weird. You got to watch this one. It's worth watching.
Oh, it's literally Love Has Won store.
Okay.
It just says yippee. That's awesome.
But
anyways,
crazy, absolutely crazy.
I love this stuff. They have an Instagram.
Okay. Well, they have a podcast. I think these two girls still do the podcast. And like, so many like these people are interviewing. Like these interviews are even more bizarre than the woman herself, in my opinion.
This is trippy.
The interview, like with her closest like people.
It's like a beer bottle with an eyeball.
Yeah, they were all about partying.
That's interesting.
It's a cult that was all about partying.
I mean, if you're going to be a cult.
They gave up everything too. Like they're like kind of like an extreme minimalist.
Yeah.
Thing.
So they have nothing but booze and drugs.
Pretty much, like you couldn't go to the store and get
a little electro thing.
Yeah.
To check how people.
This was the other thing too. So in her world, which was the real world, everything outside of that was the 3D world, and that's how they would talk about out there. Like when she was sick, we would never bring her to a 3D doctor.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah. Let's move. We were the 3D world. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to
I want to go back to the 3D world.
Yeah.
Because we have whiskey here.
We have whiskey here, and it's definitely not 3D.
So this one is the Undisclosed one.
Oh,
this is a 12-year-old. This is also 92 proof.
Okay.
So this one is on the nose, smoked pheasant, fatty and rich, some old passive sherry notes, cigar ends, a flinty minerality, antique books, and clove cigarettes. Again,
there's a lot going on here.
There's also things that I just have never, ever had, but I'm assuming this is going to be smoky.
All we're missing is the picoa tea, and some iodine,
some salt, some Band-Aids, and some picoa. Wait, it's not salt. It's the Maritime notes of iodine.
Maritime notes.
That's what I'm calling salt from now on. You're all done. So it is a little smoky on the nose.
It's a little smoky, but it's not like the last one's heavy.
I am not getting smoked pheasant, fatty and rich, some old passive sherry notes, cigar ends, a flinty minerality, antique books, or clove cigarettes.
Not a lick.
I do get a smoky note.
Smoky.
There's a mild.
It's been a while since I had some smoked pheasant, so
A cooked goose for everybody. There's a little mineral, it's a very.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
To call out clove cigarette, which cloves are very, very unique.
It also smells exactly like cloves, which this does not.
Right, cloves are very unique to its scent.
So I think if you're going to say something like a smoked meat, to me that means you're talking about a lighter smoke. So the other one was definitely a lot heavier on the smoke on the nose. But this one is when you smoke a meat, you get other scents other than smoke. So maybe that's what they're talking about.
So in the book, this one is listed as a special release, by the way.
Yes.
Okay. And the last one is, I'm looking for, that last one we're saving for last.
Yes, we're not talking about that one.
Yeah, that's going to be a grand finale show. We'll pull out the Christmas stuff for that one.
Yeah. Oh, Christmas. But no, I like it. So good. So on the palate, we're talking faint lime pickle, coconut, whole ginger and olive oil, green apple skins, hint of soya sauce with mint and fennel. Whoever's cooking sucks. I'm just saying, that is a board. What the hell just happened?
I've never.
And then the finish is cappuccino, almond butter, sweet corn, and creminess.
Which one are you
creminess? Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Holy shit!
Completely.
Whew. I was like, what the hell just happened? Okay, so that was a different one. We're not even going to talk about.
Do you want me to take? Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I was reading.
You all right? You're okay over there?
I'm fine.
Oh, man.
All the smoke stuff is.
So I'm reading. I'm like, I'm not seeing it.
That's why I was like, how did we go from smoked pheasant to what I just read? I was like, what in the hell?
Okay, so start over.
All right, so it's clove. Yes, this is the palate for the one we are actually drinking. Okay. So this is clove oil, eucalyptus, leather-bound books, waxed oak floorboards, because everyone likes drinking that. Pickled brine. It should really just be pickle brine. Smoked pineapple salsa. And then the finish is going to be menthol rolling tobacco, dry peat hearth, sandalwood, camphor, and chili.
But no, I want to go back to that other one you did.
Yeah.
Where was it?
Yeah, we're not talking about that one yet, though. Just read
waxed oaks. Waxed oaks floorboard. Who would even know what that would taste like? Who licks a waxed oak?
I don't know, dude.
Floorboard.
These people just live different lives than we do, apparently.
This whole thing you said before about, we were young at this. No, dude, no. I'm drawing a line on this one.
Do you think they're just drunk on their own stuff and they're just making things up?
You know what? I want to open a distillery. Okay, we're going to make a whiskey that tastes like wax.
Clove oil, eucalyptus, leather-bound books.
No,
wax oak floorboards.
Coet, Maritime.
I'm putting my foot down on smoked pineapple salsa, though. That has to happen. That has to be a part of it. All right, let's get into this. I'm so confused by this. It's just like, it doesn't make any sense. So keep in mind, we started with smoked pheasant and passive sherry and fatty cigar and minerality and books and clove cigarettes. And now we're going into clove oil, eucalyptus, leather-bound books, waxed oak floorboards, pickle brine, and smoked pineapple salsa.
Here we go.
The finish is going to be rolling tobacco, menthol style, dry peat hearth, sandalwood, camphor, and chili. All right, let's see how spicy this bitch is.
There you go.
What the hell? That's a flavor.
There's a lot going on in here right now.
I'm just going to go ahead and say none of what they said is true.
I'm searching for that waxed oak floorboard. I'm searching for that. Like I'm going to Home Depot tomorrow. I'm going to find one and lick it and see what it tastes like.
Do you guys have any wax for the oak over here?
Do we have a pre-waxed oak floorboard?
So what it is, in my opinion on this,
look, it's obviously smoky. Mm-hmm. I'm not getting this chili. I'm not this pineapple salsa thing. I'm not getting.
Yeah, there is
pickle
definitely
salty. So pickle brine salty, right?
Yeah,
I'll give it that. The leather-bound book,
but it's not super salty.
No, it's not super salty.
No, I'll give it. So, if chili, they're talking about like a little spiciness.
That would be a chili.
Seriously, that is it on the end.
It's spicy. Maybe the earth. There's a little earth there, so that's got to be that book. It's got to be the book.
Has nothing to do with the sandalwood, the camphor.
I don't dislike it. Like, I obviously I did not like number 2, the second one that we did. I really.
This is just
it's not bad. It's just really different.
Can't they just make things normal with how they describe
things?
Well,
yeah. I want to see. I want to look up this book. I want to see if I can find who wrote in this thing. Because, like, seriously?
I think they're just fucking with us.
Gotta be. Who writes something like that?
They gotta be fucking with us.
Like, honestly, for all those that we've done, this is maybe the most ridiculous description of flavors and scents I've ever...
just wait till we get to the one I accidentally read.
Right? Actually, I'm probably going to have a few of those in this book now.
Oh, my God.
Because we're seeing that in this book. Come on. What dude's a woman, I don't care if you're woman, dude, thing, sat there and tasted this and said, my floorboards taste just like because you know what your floorboards taste like, obviously.
I like walking into libraries and gnawing on old leather-bound books.
That too.
It's my favorite.
Yeah, what was the other one?
I don't know.
Flinty mineral to it?
The flinty minerality.
Minerality?
That was in the nose.
There's no sherry notes in there. Maybe that's there's a little sweet in there, so maybe that's what that is.
I don't know. I will say, it's not bad. So as far as smokiness goes, it's like, it's there. kind of is there if you breathe in through your nose at the same time you're taking a sip, but if you don't, it doesn't even come up there. It's like a sweetness first, then a smokiness, and then a little bit of spice, which I'm assuming is that chili that's in the finish.
Yeah, it's that chili in the finish.
And then it basically just kind of goes away.
It goes away very quickly.
And then it's just smoky.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just
and in the end, it's smoky. It's not bad. It's not overbearing smoky.
No, what is overbearing is their notes on the nose and the palate stuff. That's crazy.
I want to sit down with this guy. I want to drink with this dude. I want to hear what he has to say.
I think what happened
I want to give him something he's never tried.
What happened is I think he tried each sample, and then he did all 24 samples in one sitting, writing notes.
He got drunk.
Yeah, he just got slammed.
Right.
His palate was all jacked up
Right.
from PDs and from sweet ones, and he was just like, "Oh man, look at the smoke pheasant!"
It's like IKEA pressboard kitchen series, and
model number. And he's just like looking at the box in his kitchen.
Bear paint blue.
Like, doesn't make any sense.
So we're finding all kinds of
Doesn't make any sense. I mean, hey, someone out there is like a master
rusted chainsaw.
Like, if you're out there and you're a master taster of whiskey, I just don't get how anyone can pull that out.
I want to talk to Corey about that. I want to bring this book. I want to talk to Corey. And Corey, I want you to read the descriptions. I know he has much better palate than I have.
Yeah.
I want him to read that and tell me how that's even possible to get something like that.
I don't know if it is.
I mean, these are like
it literally looks like you're just making shit up.
Yes.
That's what it looks like.
It really does. It's like
because none of the flavors can go together with what I'm tasting, right? So this is a peaty whiskey.
I
get the peat on the whiskey.
You could have aggressive sherry notes. It's a passive sherry. That's the difference.
Rude sherry notes.
Rude sherry
It's
notes.
like just getting in there when you don't want it to be there. No, it just doesn't make any sense. Because what I'm getting is not any of what this is. And maybe I just don't know how to drink scotch. Maybe it's a unique thing and I have to breathe more and spit it into a glass or
petrified wood.
Rocks.
I'm thinking of everything weird that I could throw on here now.
Yeah.
Because you're right. They're
just
just
throw it on ice and see what happens.
Yeah, maybe it all changes. The whole thing comes together in ice, Maybe that
Scotch on Ice. It's a new musical I'm putting out. All the lines are what we're reading in the book.
Scotch on Ice.
Just come out and watch people sing these crazy-ass lines.
It's a great holiday ice-capade. A bunch of people in bottles of scotch.
This is crazy. Oh, my goodness. I appreciate all of this. And now I know it's not one of those things that's easy to put these things together. And so the company that
I know, and I'm not knocking the box, but look. How could you not make fun of that?
No, it's just ridiculous.
How can you not make fun of that?
It's ridiculous.
And this box is awesome, and I'm going to say right now, of the 6 that we've tried, I'm going to say we're 4 and 2 right now.
Yeah,
4 winners.
Yeah.
2 I'm not happy about.
Yeah.
One I really didn't like that second one we did tonight.
Number 11 just was not the best.
Yeah, number 11 was not good.
23 is proving to be interesting.
It's interesting. It's funny.
And then 4 was actually really damn good.
Awesome.
Yeah,
4 was awesome.
Good,
I want to get a bottle.
1, 2, 3, and 4 are actually 100% solid.
Home run, definitely.
And right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, you've made up your money for the box.
Although if you're, maybe in Scotland, I don't know, man. The flavor's just nuts. There's no way a Scotch person wrote this either. There's no way.
I don't know.
Yo, I want to give a shout out about something, right? Because it just bothered me.
Okay.
I just saw the news, man. This guy, this golfer, John Ryan, whatever his name is, Rowan. What's his name?
Dude.
The guy moved and jumped ship and went to that live golf crap.
Oh, yeah?
And this guy was so, in the media against it.
And until he got offered probably $20 bajillion.
And that's what they said. I guess at some point the money's in front of you. You can't say no.
His wife was probably you're dumb to not take that. I don't know.
Yeah.
All you got to do is play golf, the exact same thing, and you're going to get this money whether you win or lose. Come on over.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They're treating it like any other sports team, like basketball or football, where it's hey, you're really good. We're going to sign you for this much money, and no matter what, you get this much money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come and hang out. That's hard to turn your nose up to that.
Oh, your Patriots won last night.
I know, weirdly
For the
enough.
first quarter, they looked like an offense. Second quarter, they stopped playing offense.
I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, but they looked decent.
They held them off for the 3-point gap, so I was happy with that.
Pittsburgh's is horrible.
Not as bad as New England. Who ever knows what's going on with them? All right, so on the nose.
It just mellowed.
It actually didn't mellow at all. On the nose for me, it stayed exactly the same.
But the flavor just got a little mellow to me. You know.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a little bit of earthiness in there now.
I'm getting more.
It's not an earthiness. It's
more like I'm getting more like luxury vinyl.
Instead of that waxed oak, now I'm getting that luxury
vinyl and
the faux wood.
Yeah.
I know you have to use fancy words.
Faux wood, I like that.
You have to use fancy words if you're going to talk about whiskey. That's how it is. No, but there is like an herbal component to it now. So before you couldn't. It literally just tasted like a peated whiskey.
It's not bad. I like it better.
You get the smokiness, and now you get like a little bit of herbaliness in there.
I like it better neat.
I like it better this way.
Really? I like it better neat.
I think it's funnier if you drink it neat and then you read this because it actually makes zero sense. But if you had a little bit of spice,
I don't want to read that last one. I want that one to be special. I don't want to read that last one. I keep going toward.
Just close the book. It's fine. We're done. We're on the last whiskey. You can close the book. You're done. No more. All right. With that said, though, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you hopping on and joining us for this very interesting episode of the Tour of Scotland Part 2. I can say it's been an adventure. I have enjoyed some. I have not enjoyed others, and I've laughed. So, I mean, it's been a good episode, right?
I laughed and I cried.
Just want to give a quick shout-out to our friends over at Fox Cigar. Always good to go and grab your cigars and cigar products from.
Get your holiday cigars.
Definitely get yourself some holiday cigars or Christmas gifts for your cigar lovers or smokers of any kind because they have ashtrays, lighters, all that fun stuff. So definitely check them out at foxcigar.com. Make sure you go over to our Instagram, give us a like, subscribe to us. Follow our posts, see what we're going to be doing the following week as these episodes come out every Wednesday at 4 p.m. We're very consistent on that. And then also head over to YouTube. Make sure
Watch us.
Yeah, make sure you follow us over on YouTube, and you can actually see our goofy asses out here drinking whiskey, being goofy. Make sure you like and subscribe to that channel as well, and leave a comment if you want us to do something cool.
Yeah.
If you got a whiskey that you want to
check out our 1955 old tech tree.
You get to actually see the tree.
So, good Christmas, everybody.
But with that said,
we're not ready to say good Christmas, everybody. We'll have hopefully a few more episodes before that.
Yeah. But Mike D, this has been a interesting episode.
Interesting tour of Scotland. Part
Cheers to you, my friend.
Cheers to you. Everybody, enjoy. Get your box. Enjoy your tour of Scotland.
Have a good evening, everybody.